Veteran Nollywood star Chiwetalu Agu has given details of his ordeal during his recent detention, first by the Nigerian Army and then by the Department of State Service (DSS). Speaking with newsmen upon regaining his freedom, Agu disclosed that the army detained him in a dirty room and torn mattress and no bed sheets. On what led to his ordeal, the actor, who was in custody from October 7 to 12, said, "Finished a movie shoot in Asaba and I decided to go back to my base in Enugu. As I was driving through the most popular junction in Onitsha, Opa Iweka, I decided to stop for somebody to alight and at the same time share loaves of bread to some people. So I bought loaf of bread and was sharing to passerby, 4 persons to a medium-sized loaf and 1 big loaf for 8 persons. At the point, I bought up to over 10,000 naira worth of bread. I had gunshots from soldiers from Onitsha barracks. When I turned, I saw people running away and the soldiers coming closer. They said, 'Enter the bus.' I asked, 'What did I do?' I disclosed that the soldier talking to me was the type that does not understand or speak English. So I said, 'I have to be told what I did,' and I refused to follow them. I sat on the road and then lay down. I said, 'If you are here to kill me, go ahead.' There were 5 soldiers and I'm not a sports person. Eventually, they overpowered me and took me to Onitsha barracks. One senior officer was looking at me with disdain. I was in a tight corner in their office, being an entertainer, an actor, so I was at their mercy. It didn't take time before they brought an SUV and drove me to Enugu, 82 Division of the Nigerian Army. You can imagine the distance. It didn't take them time before they organized a panel and started asking me questions. The costume I wore was designed red, black, and yellow with a rising sun. My belief is that having come to this world, whatever level you are, you struggle to climb the ladder. You rise and rise like the sun. I was an ordinary actor in 1981 in NTA, Nigerian Television Authority. I made reference to the fact that I have risen. Did you see me in Biafra, in hip-hop costume, in military fatigue or whatever? They asked me questions for between 9 and 10 hours. On his experience in army detention, Agu said, "There was a man, Yahaya, in the place where I was detained. We were in a dirty room, no bed sheets, only torn mattresses. I don't know the crime Yahaya committed, but he was chained. It was a standard room. I decided to manage it because I didn't go there to fight. I went there to be listened to, not to be heightened to crisis. This government acts too much like a combatant. Why should you be a combatant when the person you are dealing with is a civilian and is not armed?" Agu disclosed that at the 82 Division in Enugu, the interview held in a big office but at the DSS in Abuja. They took him from office to answer questions. Despite complaining that I suffered from ulcer and can't eat any kind of food, the things they were bringing for me to eat didn't help my situation. The celebrated actor, however, disclosed that even though he had a better experience with the DSS, it was not funny as his phones were seized from him, adding that he also missed his family. He said, and I quote, "The DSS seized my phone. There was no communication with my family. It was the most painful experience I've had in running my family." On how he regained his freedom, Agu said, "I was released on Tuesday evening when international voices intervened. People like Chief Mike Ozekome, SAN, who I respected so much, the executive of the Actors Guild of Nigeria intervened, Stephen Egbo and Mona Lisa Chinda came and the DSS handed me over to them." The veteran actor has since reunited with his family. From Lagos, this is Peace Unwabuko, News Express Nigerian Television.